Scene 1. The Hook, visual asterisk, a close-up of an ancient, crumbling parchment unfurling under dramatic torchlight. A single drop of ink smudges a critical word in a treaty, glowing faintly as if cursed. The camera zooms out to reveal a shadowy figure in 18th-century attire slamming a wax seal onto the document. Narration asterisk asterisk, one wrong stroke of a quill. One tiny ink blot. That's all it took to accidentally create an entire country. This isn't fiction, it's the bizarre true story of how a single typo in a 1713 treaty birthed a nation that still exists today. And no, it wasn't some forgotten island. This slip-up happened in the heart of Europe, in front of the world's most powerful empires. How? Well, grab a drink, because this diplomatic disaster is about to get wild. Asterisk. Scene 2, visual asterisk, a sweeping aerial shot of the Pyrenees Mountains, snow-capped and serene. The camera descends into a valley where two armed 18th-century guards stand stiffly beside a stone marker, glaring at each other. Narration asterisk asterisk, it all started with a war, because doesn't it always? Spain and France were duking it out over this rugged borderland. Finally, in 1713, they sat down to sign the Treaty of Utrecht. The deal? Spain gets this chunk of land, France gets that one. Simple. Except, someone messed up the map. The treaty described the border using a river called Hubra, but that river didn't exist. Historians think a sleepy scribe misread Hueva, a tiny stream. And just like that, a 12-square-mile no-man's land was born. Asterisk. Scene 3, visual asterisk, a chaotic courtroom in the 1800s. Lawyers in powdered wigs shout over a giant, ink-smeared map. A judge rubs his temples in despair. Narration asterisk asterisk, for 150 years, no one noticed. Farmers lived there. Bandits hid there. Then, in 1868, France and Spain finally checked the paperwork, asterisk oops, asterisk, both sides refused to claim the Typo land. Why? Taxes. Whoever owned it would have to build roads and police it. So they did the pettiest thing possible, they declared it neutral. Meet the Republic of Hubra, a country that literally exists because two empires went, nah, you take it. Asterisk. Scene 4, visual asterisk, a modern-day street in Hubra, colorful houses, a flag with a quirky inkblot emblem, kids playing soccer across an unmarked border. Narration asterisk asterisk, today, Hubra's thriving, 800 people, their own postage stamps, even a microbrewery. They've turned the Typo into a tourist gimmick. Visit the nation built on a mistake. But here's the kicker, technically, France and Spain still haven't fixed the treaty. That means Hubra's independence? It's 100% legal, all because no one wanted to admit they couldn't read a map. Asterisk. Scene 5, OUTRO, visual asterisk, a satellite image of Hubra at night, its tiny lights glowing between two dark, unclaimed borders. Narration asterisk asterisk, so here's the question, if a country can exist by accident, what else in history is just waiting to be undone by a typo? Asterisk, pause, asterisk, hit subscribe. Because Ghost Archive is full of stories where one tiny mistake changed asterisk everything. Asterisk.